A very important part of the planting process is to make sure that we remove the seedlings from the tray before you go to the field. Going into the field with a tray, number one, it's a waste of time. Two, you're going to lose the inserts, and you're probably going to lose the tray itself. Also, your productivity is going to be very low. So the thing to do is to have one person, normally at your camp over here where you cook your taro and stuff like that, just sitting on a stump. Make sure they're comfortable. They've got a plastic bucket like this, and then all we do is we take the seedling out, push it on the four corners. We push it this way, we push it this way, and then this whole process is called knocking out. We take it, we knock it on the corner, we pull out the seedling, and then simply place it into the bucket. We take this, we knock the rest of the soil out so that we don't have to clean it more in the nursery. We place it back, and then we do the same. We squeeze the corners enough times till it's loose, knock it out, pull it out, and there's a beautiful seedling that goes into the bucket. So this process is very simple, and you don't lose any inserts. You don't have any hassles. When your bucket is full, then we can go out into the field and we can do the transplanting of the seedling. So make sure that there's one person, make sure you have enough buckets so that when buckets go to the field, empty buckets come back, and when the bucket's full, you can go and start planting. The next part of the process is for us to do the pitting. What's important is to use the mattock. We've got a digging side, and we've got a portion here that resembles an axe, and this here is actually going to help you to cut woody matter in and around your pit. So you've got to make sure that you clear it properly. So the first thing we do is we make a mark where the center of the pit is. We take the peg out, and then we see that there's debris over here. So what I'm going to do is start to cut this. Right, very strong, very accurate to do. I can clear that. Then I can use my mattock to clear a nice area around the pit, because after harvesting, or from areas that have had that have been TUP, there's obviously a lot of debris, and I can see, I'm sure you can see all the debris behind me over here. Right, back to the pit. What's important is that I start digging close to me and I pull all the material towards me. So what's going to happen now is I'm going to start digging here, and I pull all the material towards me in a pile like this. It's a nice big pit. Get it nice and soft. And while I was digging, just look at this. Just look at that. Fantastic earthworms that we've got over here. Earthworms are amazing. What they do is they create air pockets, and they also help move water within the pit. I'm going to put those back just now. So once the pit's done, what's important now is to bring all the material back into the pit, and then to mound it up into a nice mound. We're in very clay soils over here, so you're going to get these lumps. It's also been raining quite a lot, so that's normal. Once you've got this mound over here, we're then going to take your peg, and we're going to put it back in place. And if I have a look, I'm very happy with the size of my pit, because it's about the diameter of the digging part of my mattock. So now we leave this pit for about 48 hours, and the reason for that is for the air pockets to settle. We also want all the soil to settle over there, and we're going to start getting life back into our pit after disturbing it. So like the worms and that will be moving around freely now. What we do now is we take our peg out, and we've got the bucket now that someone's been knocking up for us, and we've got a seedling. And remember to handle the seedling in a full hand. What we're going to do now is using a planting trowel. Very simple process. All we do is we open a small hole like this. We use the trowel over here. We dig a nice hole for it. Not too deep, because if you dig it too deep, we're going to do root pruning. So there I'm measuring. There it is over there. And then simply using the trowel, I bring the material back inside like this. Now, over here, what we need to do is push on the outside first, and just a simple push around the root collar. And the reason for that is to secure it, to make sure that the seedling stands firm. We then take our peg and we come and put it right next to our tree, and that will make sure that the tree is well marked. If you have a look around here, around the pit itself, you'll see that it's almost like we've done our first ring weeding already. So that makes it very, very simple now for the seedling to grow up and get out of the pit. Sometimes, depending on the area, if there's lots of termites and ants, remember at the planting process, when we open up with a trowel, we're going to have to put in a suppository.